Hello friends, welcome to my channel IT Career. I hope you guys are doing fine and I am also doing excellent and I had a very good weekend. Today we are going to discuss about cloud deployment models. What are the different cloud deployment models available in the cloud space today? We are going to discuss on that. This session is not going to be very lengthy. It would be very straightforward and easy. However, I have to cover it, so I'm covering. People who already know it, you can revise it again. Alright? However, let us start. Before we start today's lesson, let us take a quick recap of our last lecture, which is on cloud services model. Alright? So, let's spend 5 more minutes into that, and then we'll come back to cloud deployment models. Alright guys, so last lecture what we discussed, all the models we available in the market, right? So we discussed about IIS, we discussed about PaaS, we have discussed about SaaS. So first of all, we had our on-prem system, right? On-site system, wherever you are the owner and you are going to maintain everything, start from the your data center, networking, storage, server, virtualization, operating system, middleware, runtime, data, and application. So these are all these things as a as a company you manage it. Okay, either it could be with a system integrator or any other consulting company. You manage it on premise, right? On site, on premise. All right. Now these other three are belong to cloud space, and they are first one is infrastructure as a service. Okay, so the name itself, infrastructure as a service, means the infrastructure you are going to rent it out from the cloud provider. Okay, and here they are going to provide you this service. Here they are going to provide you this service from virtualization till networking and the infrastructure. What do you mean by infrastructure? Suppose you want to open a business or maybe a restaurant. Okay, so suppose there are companies who give provide the restaurant space to the people, and who you can just rent it. So in that one, what are the things you need for a restaurant? Okay, what do you need? First of all, you need a space, right? You need a space. You need a full kitchen. All right, and then you need several other things, right? So these are the main thing. So to the space and the full kitchen is definitely you need, right? So this is called infrastructure. So you are just taking the infrastructure from a vendor, from a cloud provider, as for example Google Cloud or Amazon Web Services or Azure, right? And then rest of the other thing, once you get the kitchen, what you do, you just do whatever you want to do in the kitchen, right? You cook Indian food, or you cook Mexican food, or you prepare American or Italian, whatever you like to do. It's your wish. So you just rent the space and the kitchen, full kitchen. All right, so this is called infrastructure as a service. So in the space of IT, the servers, the storage, and the space, all, and the virtualization, these are provided by the vendor, cloud provider like Google or Amazon or Microsoft Azure. And rest of the other thing, once you get the server and all, the patching of the server will be done by you, middleware, runtime, and data, and the application itself, of course, will be done by you only. All right, these are the things. So you understand the infrastructure, the English word infrastructure, what is the meaning? Here also we are meaning the same thing. Okay, next thing is platform as a service. So here platform as a service is one level up than infrastructure as a service. Okay, so you will get the whatever infrastructure as a service providing, like networking, storage, server, and virtualization. Instead of that, this is anyway you are getting it. Plus you are getting operating system, middleware, runtime. All these things will be taken care by the cloud provider. Okay, and you don't need to patch the operating system and all, middleware and runtime. They are going to give a platform. So what the word platform, the platform means what? They are giving you the platform, and you as an end user or you are a company, you are just concentrating on your coding and all. Okay, just deploy your application into the application platform they provide. That's it. So you have a very less hassle here. Okay, not maintaining, or you don't have to have a headache on all the other things. Just have a concentrate on your own codes and all right. Now next thing is, last thing is SaaS. SaaS is software application, software as a service. So it means you as a when I given an example of a pizza as a service, right? So it means a ready-made pizza, or maybe you went for a dine-in, okay, to the Pizza Hut, and you just had a ready-made pizza, and or maybe you went to a party and you just had a blast. Okay, so there you have a very limited whatever you want, you don't get whatever the vendor, the Pizza Hut is providing the pizza. You have, you have menu card, right? Number 1, number 2, number 3. Every item has a price. Okay, every item has a price. So if you need this one, you will get it. However, there is a customizing, but very limited. Okay, very limited customizing. If you want mushroom in the pizza, and if they don't have, they are going to say, sir, we don't have that thing. If you need chicken and onion or some bell pepper, if they have it, you are going to get it. But as per I know, if they don't have that things into their menu, you're not getting. So there is a very limited chance of customization into the SaaS solution, but you have very less hassle into that. Everything is going to be covered by the cloud provider. A classical example of these are Gmail, G Suites, right? All the Google Suites like Google Workspace, Google Drive, Google Photos. Outside Google, there'd be SAP SuccessFactors, and then Salesforce, right? Salesforce CRM. These are all SaaS applications. There are plenty of SaaS applications available in the market, and the platform as a service example is App Engine of the Google, right? And VMs are the classical example of IaaS. So with that said, I think you understand what is the meaning of all this. If you need more detail about these ones, just go through my last lecture, which is I posted in the YouTube, and get it from there. All right. So with that said, let us not waste more time into this one, and let us go back to our today's topic. So today's topic is cloud deployment models. So first one is what? First one is public cloud. Okay. So another is private cloud. What is public cloud? Public cloud is a type of computing where resources are offered by third-party provider via internet. Okay. So the resources means what? Your compute resources like virtual machines, your storage services, your networking, everything will be provided by third-party provider via internet, right? We already talked about it, and shared by different organizations, shared by organization or individuals who want to use or purchase them. So that, because it is public, so those resources are shared by different organization who want to use or purchase them. For example of the public cloud is given above picture. So AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud Platform, GCP, are three main major player in the market for public cloud. There are so many other like Alibaba, IBM, though there are so many are available, Oracle also, but these are the three very popular in the market right now. So if I give an analogy about public cloud, so it could be public transport. All right. Let us go back to our whiteboard and understand what I am talking about. Okay. But before that, let me complete this slide and let us read the private cloud. So what is private? It should be private. Okay. So the private cloud is a cloud computing environment dedicated to a single customer. Okay. So private cloud is a computing environment dedicated to a single customer. It combines many of the benefits of the cloud computing with security and control of on-premises infrastructure. So basically, private cloud is nothing but your on-premise data center. Okay, so you can build your own public cloud, or you can treat your on-premise data center as a private cloud, which is isolated from the it is a very isolated one, right? It is not shared with anything, right? You can build your own public cloud using VMware, right? VMware, and you can build your own stuff. Okay, so I don't have any picture of private cloud, because there is no specific, right? It is your on-premise data center, so it could be anything, your data center's a picture. All right, but for public cloud we have a vendors specific, so I could have given here. I given all the three main players of the public cloud. All right, so let us go back to our whiteboard and try to understand what I mean public cloud by analogy. Okay. So, okay, so first we'll understand public and private cloud. Okay. So public cloud you can compare with public transport. All right, like bus, train, or flight, okay, or a bank. Okay, so if you think about buses are public, right? Because several people board into that one and they travel and they share the same bus. Same thing with the train, and same thing with the flight, and same thing with the bank also. So in the bank, several people they contribute. They not contribute. They deposit their money, okay, in the bank. Okay, why I am taking the example of bank also, I'll tell you. Okay, so like bus. So if you are going from one, from this position to this position by a bus, okay, this is your source and this is your target, and you are traveling, and you get down here in the stop, okay, but the bus is continuing moving, right, to other stops. Okay, so you got down here, so you pay till, right, you paid till this stop. All right, till this stop. So what it means, like how much you are traveling, you are paying that much. So it is you pay as you go model, right? We already discussed pay as you go model. So how much you use, you just pay for that much. If so along with you there are other passengers who are traveling with you in the same bus, maybe more distance, other stops, okay, they're traveling, but this is a public transport, and you can compare with a public cloud. Only difference you can think, okay, like public, in a public bus there could be, or public train or flight, there could be chances of fraud, pickpocket, right? Someone can steal your stuffs, right? But in public cloud this is not the case. So Google ensure that your data is secure in the public cloud. Google ensure that your data is encrypted in rest and also encrypted while transit. So what do I mean, what do I mean by rest? When the data is in hard disk, okay, and what I mean by transit means the data is transferred between in the network, okay, when the data is accessed, so that time also the data is encrypted, so it is highly secured. People may think that, okay, there could be chances of fraud or maybe hack in the public cloud, but Google has a very not only Google, I'm taking the example of Google because this series is on Google, so I'm not taking any other cloud service provider right now like Amazon or Azure, but whenever we'll start those lessons we are going to cover this also. So yeah, but in public cloud it is always secure. Google is always treating the security as a very big issue. And Google has its own infrastructure, right? They are running their own products. So as I mentioned before, they are providing the same infrastructure to their customer as well in the cloud space. So there is a very less chance of getting data steal in the cloud space. All right. So like in a bank, why I have taken a bank example? So you keep the money in the bank, right? And bank is a public bank. There are several people come and they store their money there, right? They deposit their money. You may think that, okay, in the bank there are several employees who work, right? They may steal your money, right? But is this the case? Right? No, it is not the case. I mean, they cannot steal, or because you have a trust on the bank. Same way in the cloud space also, you trust on the cloud provider. You went to Google with a trust, and you have signed the agreement with the Google, right? About the data breach and everything. So they will ensure that your data is secure like a bank, and you are not getting fraud. Yeah, no one should be able to access your data without your proper authorization. Okay. All right. So this is a public transport I mentioned. Now private cloud, like it is like, if I given an analogy, it is like a private vehicle, okay, private car, where you can travel nicely, okay, independently. For example, okay, Lamborghini, okay, or Ferrari, okay. So they are expensive, right? They are quite expensive. So the private cloud, you have if you have to build your own private cloud, you have to spend a lot of money, right? So but you have your luxury here. You have a luxury wherever you want to stop the car, you can stop. In the public cloud, it is not the case. Okay, they have their own stop and all, right? But you have a leverage here. Whenever you want to get down, you can get down. It is not a contract that you have to go end to end in the public. Okay, in the case of private, you have a luxury. You can get down anywhere, and you have a luxury to take your decision, right, anytime. But it is expensive. All right. So this is called private cloud. Let us go back to our slide. Now let us understand what is the difference between private cloud and public cloud. The difference. The main difference between public cloud and private cloud is where it is hosted and who is responsible for managing it. Okay, so who is managing it is and where it is hosted is the important, right? Public cloud uses shared infrastructure, while private cloud use your own organization, own dedicated infrastructure. As I mentioned already, public cloud is shared, right? Public cloud is shared. It doesn't mean that that is your data is in risk, right? It is not at risk. It is not at risk, and because it is shared infrastructure, but they are completely isolated. Although behind the scene, the hard disk, all the infrastructure is same, but they are completely isolated by the firewalls and all. Okay, while the private cloud use your organization own dedicated infrastructure. Okay, because it is private, right? Other common cloud models include hybrid cloud, okay, which combines public and private cloud. So hybrid cloud is nothing whenever you have a on-premise data center, and also you are taking some public services, cloud services, like from the Amazon or maybe from the Google Cloud. That time it is called hybrid. Okay, so it is not. It is just a term. Like during the COVID time, people used to work from home, and sometimes they have to go office, right? Out of 5 days, 3 days home and 2 days office, right? So that is we used to call hybrid culture, right? Same with the school also. Kids used to go 3 days school and 2 days home. So hybrid school, school or college. So same way, mixture of two kind of clouds or things are called hybrid cloud. And multi-cloud is you have more than one number of cloud available in your organization. So when is the chance to have more than one cloud? there could be, your organization can use some services, maybe. Okay, the virtual machines are very good from Amazon Web Services. I'm just giving an example. Everyone is good, guys. So virtual machines are very good from the Amazon Web Services. Okay, let us go with the VM, all the VMs from the AWS. Azure's Active Directory is very good. So okay, let us take that Active Directory service from Microsoft. All right. Okay, Google has a very good Kubernetes containers things, right? Container management, that is very good because Kubernetes is Google's own technology, right? So your organization decided, okay, let us use that thing from the from Google. So like that, and also price is a factor, right? Who is providing what price? So when you compare, compare the size, when you go for shopping, this is called shopping, right? So you found that which is efficient and which is the better for your organization, and then you decided that time you can be. It's called multi-cloud, where customers employ cloud services spanning multiple clouds, public clouds. All right, public cloud platform like Google Cloud pool resources in a distributed area centers around the world that multiple companies and users can access from internet. All right, rather than an in-house team. The public cloud providers are responsible for managing, maintaining, and underlying infrastructure. All right, we know about these things, right? Already I talked. Now, a common public cloud example is to think similar to a renting an apartment. Okay, so yeah, this is another analogy. You pay rent for a single unit, right? And the building manager handles the maintenance, right? You take it as rent, but do you take care of the maintenance? No, right? You just give the money for maintenance. You share overall space with other tenants. So the building has, I think 10 flats, okay, 10 flats, and out of that 10 you have one, and there are 9 other people also living into that. So but the building manager, the building company, they are providing the maintenance and all, right? And with the security around the buildings. Okay, private cloud is more like owning a house, where you have your own personal space that belongs to you, but you are also personally responsible for overall care and upkeep, right? So it's your own house, you take care of everything. So same thing, private cloud also, like your on-premise data center. However, there is a cases where business may choose a private cloud to fulfill certain requirements, such as industry or region specific compliance. So some companies may have compliance issue. They cannot put their data into those public cloud into the other region. So compliance issue. So in that case, if they have some problem such like that time they have to go with the private cloud. So it it's up to you. If you have money, guys, then why not? Take an advantage of the luxury car, right? Private cloud. Or if you have money, it's about all convenience. If you like it, if you have money, you go ahead with this one. But if you are more on the cost cutting and saving things, then you should always consider the public cloud, where you can save a lot. Okay. So I think you understand it well, right? So, but one caveat is in this analogy is that the property cannot be elastically scaled, whereas cloud resources can. So they have given an example here, right? Repair is a rent, right? So but if you want your flat to be increased, you cannot increase, right? It is not scalable, right? But public cloud can. You can scale your public cloud, right? Unlike renting an apartment, it's a fixed size. Okay, it's a fixed size, right? Renting an apartment, you can easily scale up public cloud apartment into a mansion, whatever you like in the private. So there is no specific size. Whatever you like, you can. If you wanted to throw a party for a million people, you can scale up. And okay, so you can scale back when next day when your party is over. So this is the beauty of public cloud. Okay, so the same goes to a house also. The house you own, it can easily be extended through renovation, right? If you want to throw a party, you have to renovate your house. So private cloud also, like a private house, it requires purchasing of the hardware to meet demand, as well as any licensing cost need to be done for the software applications. Okay, similarly on-premise IT stack, you can't easily accommodate surges in a traffic without staff having purchased and installed new resources, which might go unused until the next surge and decay into the technical debt. So you understand, right? I mean to say, the house is also the same case. So the comparison between house and the on-prem, same is, right? So you like to extend the house, you need to renovate, you have to spend a lot of money. Same way, to extend your IT, your data center, you need to spend a lot of money. So that's all. And I think next is multi-cloud. I already talked on hybrid cloud. Multi-cloud is multiple public clouds like Google Platform Services and Microsoft Azure and Amazon Web Services. And hybrid cloud is nothing but private cloud, combination of private cloud and public cloud is a hybrid cloud. We already talked about this. So that's about to this lesson, guy. If you like the video, please like and share with the people. I see you're not sharing, and I'm not getting more subscribers. So please just share the video with the people who want it, and so that I'll get more motivated to post more videos, and we'll do better job next time. Thank you so much for listening to my video, and I think another 3-4 lectures I'll start some practical on Google Cloud, and also I'm thinking to start SAP lessons also in a separate track. So you guys can comment on the comment section. Do you guys need SAP to be started? SAP is one of the biggest software in the ERP software in the world. Okay, SAP guys are paid highest in the market. From long time, from decades, 2-3 decades. So I think that will also work for you. I'll guide you everything, how to get into that, which line. You don't need to learn everything. Whatever you like to do, you have to, you go through that one. You don't need to learn everything, SAP, Google, Azure and all. So it's up to you. I'll just guide you, and SAP I'm starting very soon in a separate track along with the Google Cloud. So just let me know if you need anything else. Thank you so much for your patience and looking into my videos. Thank you so much. Bye bye.